Well, you may well ask. All right, everybody, welcome to the program. I'm Scotty Roberts. I am your radio captain. And, everything was all set until the last moment when I hit a wrong button. I shut us all down. So now I had to get everything back up and working, and I think we're back up and working now. And just trying to get my right things set here. And there we go. Now we're set. Look at that. We're set. All right. How's that for an auspicious opening to tonight's program? So tonight, I want to start out by telling you I almost didn't make it. Tonight here on the show, too. There are nights when the weight feels a little heavier than the calendar. And the world doesn't pause just because you're tired or you have other things to do. You experience that? Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is just get in the car and go and do the thing you have to do. So, and it's not like it was a big burden, but it's something that I'll explain as we go here. All right? So here we are. Captain's log, the man in the chair. Now, I almost didn't go tonight. Not because it wasn't important, but because some days conflict. They collect weight. And there's responsibilities, there's deadlines, there's noise. And then there's that quiet fatigue that doesn't ask permission before it settles in your bones. But this was something I had to do. Not because it was being forced on me, but because I'm a dad. And it would have been easy to stay home. It would have been easy to sit out, to tell myself I'd catch the next one. But life doesn't schedule itself around our moods and around our schedules. How about that? Does that sound redundant? Life doesn't schedule itself around our schedules. And I had a little grade school concert to attend tonight. And there was a mass choir there as well. It was their arts festival. So it was everybody from about fifth grade up through seniors in high school. And they did one big mass choir at the end. And my daughter Ellery in the fifth grade had her choir. So you know what? I had to go. So I went. I sat in a folding chair under fluorescent lights, listened to kids reaching for notes, screeching for notes, some of them, some sharp, some flat, some soaring, all of them trying. And watching them, I realized something. Strength doesn't always look dramatic. And I guess saying there were fluorescent lights, that's before the house lights came down. They have a nice big theater complex there at the high school, which is where this took place. So it was in the fold out, what would be velvet chairs in the old theaters, sitting in the front row, taking movies of my daughter with my phone, waving, hey, hey. And so strength doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like a dad sitting in the front row, exhausted, tired, wished he could do something else, but I also have my children this week. And so I had to go get them and bring them and go run them back and forth and get Ellie to her concert on time. So strength doesn't always roar. It doesn't always conquer. Sometimes strength just shows up. And sometimes strength looks like a man in a chair, still, present, attentive, no spotlight, no applause, just presence. And there I was with my artificial legs. So, you know what I do? I wear my jeans and my artificial leg, and I roll the jeans up all the way up to almost the top of the artificial leg. So the artificial leg sticks out on the bottom. Somebody asked me yesterday, do you always wear it like that? Good friend. Why do you wear it like that? And I said, well, because people get out of my way. And I get discounts. So, no. So there I was, my prosthetic leg hanging in the aisle, and the world keeps moving around you. There was a lot of people there. They had almost 200 kids up in that mass choir at the end. And the world keeps moving. It spins around you. The concerts still happen. The small moments still pass by, whether we attend them or not. A quote just popped into my mind about the small moments. This is maybe a little more maudlin than it sounds, but I am impressed more and more the older I get with the irreplaceable moments of time. Think about that. Time is a commodity. Once it's spent, you don't get it back. So the small moments still pass by, whether we attend them or not. And the real loss isn't exhaustion, it's absence. So tonight, I was there. Their mom had to work. She could not be there. I was there. I took pictures. I sent videos, all to her phone, so she could see a bunch of the songs and so on. It wasn't perfect. The night wasn't enlarged or energized. I was not heroic in any way, shape, or form. I was just there. And that's a kind of a victory, because showing up sometimes, especially when you don't feel like it, is how you build a life you can stand inside of. So tonight wasn't about music, it was about presence. And that was enough. That's the word is given on that. So I have some affirmations for you. I'm going to say these slow because I want them to land. I got to take a drink of water. And for some reason, my Apple Music popped up. I hate that. I hate Apple, even though I've been on an Apple computer since 1980. Here's the affirmations. I show up even when it would be easier not to. My strength is steady, not loud. And by the way, let me say, I wanted to show up for this. Doesn't mean I didn't feel like it. I felt like it. So my strength is steady, not loud. I do not wait for perfect conditions to live my life. Presence. Here's a good one. It's an easy one. Say it. Presence is power. Presence is power. Consistency builds legacy. And I am the kind of person who goes. I go. I'll be there. I haven't always. All this last year while I was laid up, I didn't make anything. And now I am. So here's the benediction. To anyone who almost didn't go tonight, today, in your life, go. Sit in the chair. Stand on the sidelines. There, my mic went out again. I got it back up. Be present in the ordinary, because the ordinary is where life is actually lived. And sometimes the quiet act of just showing up is the bravest thing you'll do all week. And remember, so I want you to take this with you again. Life is comprised of the irreversible moments of time. Can't take it back. So do it now. You're ready. Stand tall. And, of course, stay the course. Now, stick around. We'll do a brief captain's cabin. I don't have to let Instagram go because Instagram got knocked out when I knocked out the whole thing. You have to get codes and everything from Instagram every day, different code every day. And I didn't have time to do that. So we didn't do it. So stay the course. And Skynet became self-aware again. My soundboard, I do not know what's wrong with it. Hawk and I fixed it a couple of weeks ago, and it's back to its antics. I think everything went out, and then it came back up a few days ago, and now I'm still struggling with that microphone. It wants to connect the system for some reason, wants to connect to my phone. And I'm like, no, I'll get a thing on there that says connector on my phone. It's like, no, don't connect to my phone. And it does that, and then it smacks everything out of commission for the mic in the room here. So that's the kind of thing that's happening. Field guy, are you selling transcripts? Are they pirated transcripts? I want me cut. So there is Hawk. Good to see you. Let's do this before we go into welcoming everybody. I want to thank you for being here. So we're going to do this. Hang tight. All right, everybody, welcome back and welcome to the Captain's Cabin. I want to say hey to everybody. I saw Hawk already. Saw Barbie D. Good to have you here. Field guy, nice to have you. Tracy Sparks, glad you're here. Robert Bauer now is here. Ditch the rotten fruit. Come to the dark side. Our shit works. There you go. And there went my mic again. See, it just random. And don't know why. We can't figure it out. We had it figured out. Now it's still giving me issues, and I don't know what it is. So we're going to try to fix that again, Hawk and I, when we have some time. So, yeah, good thing you can read lips mostly. I don't think it went out for very long that time, did it? I see it. It turns kind of a maroon red, my microphone. So it's a pain in the ass is what it is. So there's the link. You guys can call in to the show. It's up about 5 posts from the bottom right now. So come on in if you want to talk. It was out for a minute, really? I didn't catch it fast enough. So there is something not interfacing correctly. And I think we stumbled on the solution a couple of weeks ago, and we got it fixed. And we're like, well, hey, it's working now. Now it stopped working again. And it keeps cutting out on us. So, yeah, Hawk calls in all the time. How about some of you who don't ever call in? Why don't you give a call in? Tell me what you think about this thing about time, the irreplaceable moments of time. And being there on time. The topic was, it was entitled The Man in the Chair, but it was all about, I almost didn't show up. So it was talking about showing up. It's being there, being on top of it. And just going to make sure somebody's not. Oh, okay. So I just got something that said my audio from Hawk. Is my audio out? It says it's on. So, see, that's probably a little slow. Gremlins. This says it's on. Hey, Tom. Good to see you, Tom Keenan. Yeah, we've got a little soundboard issue that's giving me issues. So, hold on. I'm on it, says Hawk. I'm a photographer. I know everything there is to know about freezing moments in time. There it is. You do. And so it's the irreplaceable moments of time that we talked about. And sometimes we forget, especially when we have kids, we forget about the things we need to do. As adults, we go, hey, I can skip that. I can skip that because, I've done that a million times. I'll get it next time. But the kids up there, usually in the choir, and they're looking out at the audience. Where's mom and dad? They wave. So they need you there. And this wasn't strictly about kids. There's a universal message there. Being there. That was part of the what they called the fish philosophy from the Pike's Place Fish Market up in Seattle. And they started I've talked about this many times in the past, an organization that comes into companies and helps them with, lack of a better way to put it, toxic issues within a company. And they had 5 points, and I don't always remember all of them. The first one was, I think it was being there. So you want your job to work well. There. The first rule of thumb is you got to be there. You got to be present. So being there. Not having your head even somewhere else. Be there. Second one, I think, was make somebody's day. So make somebody else feel good about their day. And there's a bunch more that I don't remember. Fish philosophy, 5 points. Let's see if I can call that up quick. Fish philosophy for the 5 points. Let's see if they got them here. Oh, they've got 4 core pillars of the fish philosophy. Now I got to pull this out so I can watch that microphone. The microphone's got me nervous. I got to keep my eye on it. Here are the 4 points. The fish philosophy. This was a workplace culture framework based on 4 core actionable practices. And this is designed to boost your morale, engagement, productivity, being there, playing, making somebody's day, and choosing your attitude. And these are things I tell my kids every day. Choose your attitude. And these principles are designed to create a positive, connected, and supportive environment. The 4, I put up 5 fingers, 4 fingers and a thumb. The 4 pillars, the core pillars of the fish philosophy were this. 1, I mentioned this one, be there. Be fully present. And be mentally engaged. with your colleagues, your customers, your family, your kids. Create trust and improve your communication with them. Be there. Second one is play. That's incorporate fun and creativity into daily tasks to reduce your stress and to foster this more engaging work environment and, frankly, a home environment. Number 3 is make their day. Find small, simple ways to positively impact someone else's day, creating lasting positive memories and strengthening relationships. And then the fourth one is choose your attitude. I tell this to my kids all the time. I drop my kids off at school, my son, Flynn, I'd say, hey, have a good day, son. And he'd be like, he hates school. I said, you can have a fun day. You can have a good day. Just choose your attitude today. So take responsibility for your actions, your reactions, and consciously select a positive, constructive, and proactive attitude, even in a challenging situation. So that's what the 4 points of fish were. And that's what I think we can apply those to life as well. Hey, Michelle Canham-Free, good to see you. And there you go. Oh, look, nobody's called in yet. Did I forget to post the link? Oh, no, I posted the link. Yeah, here we go. There it is. Oh, look at this. Even though he's the one that calls in like 98% of the time, here is Hawk. How you doing, Hawk?
Hey, brother. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Cool, man. Cool. Photography captures moments in time all the time. So I understand the correlation between what you're talking about as far as the moments in our lives that dissipate rather quickly.
Right.
And being able to freeze those moments in time. That's always been a draw for me as far as photography, because you literally,
as a photographer, let's say you're waiting for the perfect light on something, or you see the perfect light. Mm-hmm. If you don't take that picture and freeze it in time, it'll pass.
That's right. It's gone. It's gone forever. It's not coming back. As a photographer, you have a tendency to examine the world a little differently, especially landscape photographers. No, not studio photographers, because we can recreate that light anytime we want to with, different piece of equipment. It just depends on what you've got going on. But landscape photographers, wildlife photographers, every one of them, the moment that you make that photograph, it's not coming back. People always ask me if I'm shooting something for them. They say, how long does it take to do this? And I look at them and say, it takes a 60th of a second.
Yeah.
That's literally how long it takes.
Yeah. Boom, you're done. Click.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, gotcha.
You're a photographer too. But a lot of people don't know that.
I am.
Yeah. Nobody
Michelle
knows.
Michelle Canham-Free is as well in the chat room. So
Michelle is an avid photographer. It's fantastic. Great on.
She puts up some nice pictures.
I want to see them.
Yeah, go check out her Instagram.
I don't know how.
So, yeah, she puts up some beautiful shots. How's that for a show host to yawn right on air? Yeah, it's like belching on air.
Something's wrong with you. You shouldn't do that. You're not a good talk show host at all.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, Larry King wouldn't be able to get away with that.
Yep, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, you look tired.
I feel tired. I am tired.
Okay,
I had a weird night last night. I slept last night. I had a little something to eat, and I'm sitting in the chair in the living room. 6:30. Thereabouts, I fell asleep. I woke up at 12:30. And so it was like, wow, that's like 6 hours of sleep. And it's only midnight 30. And I thought, I only get 5 or 6 hours a night. So I thought, well, I'm screwed. I'm up for the rest of the night. So I was up for a couple hours, I think almost 3 o'clock. And I finally got myself to go back to sleep. And woke up a couple of times in there, then up again, around 5:30. So I was up, and so now I'm tired. It's the end of a long, long, long day. So just jam-packed full of things I wish I didn't have to do because I didn't get my productive things done today.
What
So,
what was more important?
doing the things I did, definitely, or I wouldn't have done them. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what it comes down to. Some days you have so much on the plate, so much on the schedule, you got to go, you know what? Prioritize what's most important.
Right.
And I did not want to miss this concert, and want to be there,
And you didn't.
and I didn't.
That's what
So
matters. Every
that's
one of
part.
those little moments that we pass up on a daily basis, we think in our back of our brains something. Maybe it's a hope of an afterlife, or maybe it's I don't know how to explain it, but something in the back of our brains tells us we'll have another one of those moments. But guess what? You may not.
That's right.
You literally may not have 1 second from the next, because that's how death works. So
Isn't
take
that the
advantage
truth?
of every one of the moments you possibly can.
That's right. That's why I say I'm impressed with the irreplaceable moments of time, and
You're
not
impressed
to
with them, or are you
maudlin
generating
about
them?
it. What's it? Say that again.
I said, are you impressed with them, or are you creating
I,
them?
I'm impressed with the knowledge of the irreplaceable moments of time. It's
Okay.
impressed upon me.
Oh, I
So is
see.
how
I
I
see what
mean
you're
that.
saying now.
So,
Okay, I got you. I want to see Michelle Michelle Canham Free. I guess that's how you say that. I want to see her
yes.
Instagram account. If you've got an Instagram account, post the thing over in the chat room so I can go eyeball it. I love looking at other people's work. If that's okay with you, Scotty.
That's perfectly fine with me.
So when are you going to pick up a camera again, man?
I got to get mine repaired.
Oh,
Well, no, I need a new one. So, remember when I was doing wedding photography? Got that same camera, and so it's only
yeah, okay.
8 megapixels, which was dynamite back almost 14, 15 years ago. And I've still got that camera, and I think of it as my good camera. And I went, well, wait, no, it doesn't work right now. Something went haywire in it, so the computer failed or something. So I just got to get a new camera.
Right.
That's what I got to do.
That's a pretty old machine, so it's not going to last forever,
Yeah,
unless
it
it's
doesn't
a.
seem that old until you.
When you say the word 8 megapixels,
yeah, that's old.
that's old.
So it's a
That's
Canon
really old.
Rebel, is what it is.
Oh, I got you. Rebel, nothing
Canon
wrong with a
Rebel.
Rebel.
And
Although
it's a good camera.
It's like Canons. Tell
I've
you
done
what,
some
I've had.
fantastic things with that.
I had it's a European camera, and it's a film camera.
Mm-hmm.
And Helmut Newton used the same camera. He used the same
Nice.
one. So when I saw one available for about $400, and this was used, I picked it up. And believe it or not, that Canon camera was one of the best cameras I've ever had in my entire life. I miss
Nice.
it to this day. I ran over with a car.
Oh,
And I miss it. I'm telling you, dude. It cut the tire down at the same time because it got the glass too. So
yikes.
yeah. So now I'm a Nikon professional and have been for years, but started migrating from that over to Leica cameras. So, because I got $10,000 to spend on a freaking camera.
Right, honey.
Not right.
Hey, honey. Hey, honey, I want to.
I want to cash in a COD or CD to do that. Not a COD, but a CD to do that. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to go buy a new camera body. Not even a lens, just the camera body.
Just the body.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
So, yeah, there you go.
So who else? What else? I mean, you want to talk about cameras? You want to talk about moments in time? I can talk about this all night long. So why don't you pick this thing and I could go in a different direction?
No, I'm doing a short cabin tonight, so we're probably going to wrap it up pretty quick here. And I have been out walking on my prosthetic leg all day, and right now it's sitting here aching. I got to get this leg off of here, which is easy. It's just a push of a button. But, I got to go take care of that. I got to go take care of my kids see my kids really personally before the end of the night. And so tonight is a short cabin. Yeah,
that.
GoFundMe for the 10K camera, says Field Guy.
I saw that. You know what? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Just build
No,
yourself
I'm
a
not
good
gonna do
ad
that.
campaign for it
Right.
and go.
Not going to do that. Nope,
That's right.
not
That's
happening.
right.
All right, I'm going to get out of here, man. Good show. Talk to you later on.
Good to have you, Hawk. I will talk to you soon. All right. All right, everybody. It's that time. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. It was going to be a short one to begin with, and it's a short one now. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening to the log. And thanks for joining the Captain's Cabin. And we'll be back tomorrow night and with a new Captain's Log. And thank you, everybody, for taking your time to be here. It means a lot to me. And we'll see you again. Stay the course.